Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. I'm so grateful that you guys are watching, listening, subscribing to my videos. I really appreciate the energy and the time that you guys are putting into all the different comments that I'm getting from you. I really appreciate it. In this video, I want to speak to you guys about loyalty and how INFJs are one of the most extreme, one of the most loyal people that you're going to meet in the world. Especially once we decide that we like someone and they're for us and they're part of our tribe and we've decided that they're a good person and we're going to keep them. As soon as we decide that, that's it. They're going to be friends for life with us, and we're going to be their friends for life unless they do something completely drastic and we have to do a door slam. But once we decide that you are ours, you are part of our tribe, then we're going to be extremely loyal to you. And this loyalty comes across in a wide variety of ways. We'll do all these random things that are going to come across kind of stalkerish sometimes because we're thinking so much and so hard about you and your needs and your desires and your loves and your hates. We're constantly making sure that we're thinking about you, and we're trying to make sure that we appreciate you and take care of you in a way that you desire. This obviously is great if you're in a relationship with an INFJ, right? I mean, you want to be in a relationship with a person like that who's always thinking about you, who's always wanting to take care of you. And that's one of the reasons why I've said before that I think INFJs do really well if they're in a relationship with a person they trust and they are loyal to. If it's a person that's taking care of them in turn, then it's a great relationship because you're going to take care of that person and they're going to take care of you, and it feels really good. That's the kind of relationship I would like to be in, where it's not a one-way street. I'm not the only one taking care of that person. That person gives back as much as he receives, right? Loyalty, though, I'm not saying that we're loyal only in terms of partnership. So it's not just that if it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a partner or whoever it might be. It's not just a relationship-wise thing. It's not that we're just loyal to the people we love in that sort of way, but also we're loyal to anyone that we've decided is part of our tribe. If it might be a tree, it might be a plant, it might be a bookcase, it might be a cat, it might be anything really. It can be any sentient or non-sentient being. Once we decide that we are yours and you are ours, then that's it. We're yours for life and we're going to be loyal to you for life. I think I've shared this story before, and it's a really weird story, but I used to have these pair of Keens. Keens is a brand of shoes that are really environmentally friendly and they're really comfortable. I had a pair of Mary Jane's sandals from them. These really pretty reddish pink Mary Jane's, and I got them before I went on my first long-term trip. So I think it was 2000 and not 2010 maybe. I don't remember now the year exactly. 2008 maybe. And so at that point, I decided I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to travel around Asia or around the world for a year. I decided on a year just like that. And so I quit my job. I saved up enough money, quit my job, and then I went to Australia, and then I went from Australia to Asia. So I went around 8 or 9 countries during that trip, and then 10 months later, I came back home. For that trip, because I knew I was carrying a backpack, so I couldn't carry that much stuff. I only could carry 2 pairs of shoes. There was one, which is the Keens Mary Jane, and there was a pair of flip-flops for dirty, grotty, gritty bathrooms. And so I had the Mary Janes, and I wore them straight through for 10 months. They were amazing. They were comfortable. I could go anywhere with them. They were rubbery material, like synthetic, so even if they got dirty, it didn't matter. I could just clean them off. After a while, though, they were reddish pink to start off with. After a while, they looked grayish, blackish, reddish, kind of like it was a really weird mixture of colors. Oil had fallen on them, grease from cars and buses and trucks, and I'm sure a lot of other disgusting stuff. And so I traveled with them for 10 months, and I was loyal to these shoes like mad. And I'm saying this like I know I'm a crazy person because they're a pair of shoes. It doesn't really matter, but I love them so much. Now, after the 10-month trip, they were pretty much done. They were done. I shouldn't have worn them anymore, and I should have thrown them out. But I loved them. They were part of me. They were part of my journey. And I couldn't let them go. I was really loyal to them. I felt a sense of kinship with them. I felt like we were part of one family. They were part of my family. And so I kept them for years and years and years. And my mother would always try to throw them away because she'd be like, what is this disgustingness? Why are you keeping it here in your closet as if it's a pair of precious jeweled shoes? I felt like they were a pair of diamond shoes. I treated them like that. I had a special space for them in my closet. There's a box for them. And every few months I'd take it out and I'd look at them and I'd remember all the times that we had together. And I'd talk to them. And so I was extremely loyal to them. Eventually, though, obviously I had to throw them out because they were starting to stink up the place. And also they were getting old and, it was time to let them go. I was moving, I didn't have that much space in my new place. And that absolutely broke my heart. It was as heartbreaking to me as it might have been if I was breaking up with a real human being. And I remember how heartbroken I was at my last breakup. And I think I was pretty much the same heartbroken as when I gave up these sandals, these Keens. This story probably demonstrates to you that I'm a little bit insane, but also demonstrates to you that we are loyal to a T. As soon as we realize or make a decision that you are part of our family or our tribe, it might be a person, as I said, it might be a phone, it might be a laptop. I am extremely loyal to my laptop. I never let anyone touch her, and no one is allowed to do anything with her, and I carry her with me everywhere. She's precious to me. She's part of my family. So it could be anything, really. It doesn't necessarily just have to be a person. It can be a country, it can be something, whatever it is. As soon as we're loyal to it, no one is allowed to say anything negative about that person. No one's allowed to do anything negative to that person or thing, because we'll freak out. As soon as my mother tried to throw my sandals, my Keens, I would freak out. I would actually get angry with her. I'm like, why are you doing this? How dare you touch her, first of all, touch my shoes, and how dare you try to throw them away? I mean, how could you? She's part of my family, right? The same thing with things that I love. For example, I love Thailand. It's one of the best countries in the world. I love living here. I love the country. I love the people. As soon as anyone says anything negative about the people here or about the country, and I'm not saying it's a perfect country, it has flaws, as does every country, but as soon as someone starts saying anything bad about it, I literally get angry. I literally start fighting with that person, even though sometimes I know I'm in the wrong. Because sometimes people are right. There are certain things that are wrong with this country, but I will just get angry because someone is insulting my country. Someone's insulting something that I love, some country or some space or some person or something. Same thing with my laptop. If anyone says anything bad about her, oh boy, you got to be careful about that stuff, because you cannot do that to my laptop. You can't do it to her. She is precious to me. You can't be negative about her. Obviously, the same thing applies to people that I love, so my siblings. My parents are amazing people and they're good parents, but they have to discipline us. And as soon as they started disciplining me, I was fine with it. I was a very rebellious, terrible child. But as soon as they started disciplining my brother or my sister, I would be furious. I would fight with them. I'd be ready to go into a fist fight. I hated it. Absolutely hated it when they would discipline my brother and sister, even though sometimes they did need it, obviously. But I would get really angry. And my parents would look at me like, oh my God, you're normally this gentle creature, and all of a sudden look at you, like you're like fire. You're on fire. You're like Goddess Kali. You're ready to annihilate the world. And so what's going on with you, right? And that's just basically our loyalty. It comes out like that when our stuff or our people are under threat. The people that we care about, the things that we care about, the things that we believe, or the people that we believe are part of our family, if they're under threat, or if someone's abusing them, or if someone's being mean to them or hurting them or anything like that, you don't want to be around an INFJ if that happens, because they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you with words. They're going to kill you with fists. They're going to kill you with whatever they have available, because you can't do that to the people that we love, the things that we love, the items that we love, the countries that we love. You can't do that. You're not allowed to, especially if an INFJ is extremely loyal to that thing, item, person. And if we are loyal to you, then that's it. That's the end of it, right? Unless you do something really terrible, then obviously we're going to let you go. But if you don't, and if you keep on being the same person, then we're friends for life. You know, we are family for life. You're going to be in our life forever and ever and ever, in this life and the next lifetime too. We're never gonna let you go because you are part of us now. You're part of our essence. And that's how far our loyalty goes to. It never ends, as I said, unless you do something terrible. But most people don't. And so once we're friends with someone, we're gonna be friends with them for life. No matter if we never see them again, no matter if we see them only once a year, no matter if we see them once every 10 years, we're still friends with them. We still love them as much as we love them the minute we decided that they are part of our family, right? So again, hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I know that you're probably thinking to yourself, thinking about all the different relationships that you guys have in your life, and there are going to be some that you're extremely loyal to. You're going to have like a grade of 100, and then some that you're like, I'm 75. And I'm not saying that every relationship's like that, but once we decide that we're loyal to you, we're tied up together for life, for eternity. If you guys have any questions about this video or any other video at all, obviously message me anytime. My contact information is in the description below, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.